Hello and welcome back to my channel. Today we're doing something a little bit different. Well, no, it's not different to my channel really. We're going down to Spurn Point to film the First World War, Second World War defences. So construction started during the First World War, got modernised in the Second World War, and I believe that the gun emplacements and stuff were manned until 1956. So yeah, this was part of the Humber defence scheme. So we're always going to go out on the boat, but the sea's just too rough. I'll try and show you that. I don't know if you can see that, but the sea was just too rough, so we couldn't launch the boat. And I'm with Mike from MKMD Exploration and Paranormal again. You'll already know him by now because he's in most of my videos. We're like stuck together like glue. So yeah, we're going to walk down. It's about 3 miles walk. So we go. You can see the tip right at the end there. Like I said, I believe it's about 3 miles.
Just the tip, I promise.
Yeah. So yeah, about 3 miles walk. And I don't have the right gear ready today because I thought we was going out on the boat. But hey ho, what can you do? Let's just go get it done.
Always be prepared, mate.
I know.
Be prepared. You was a scout one, yeah? Dib dib dob dob and all that.
A few years ago, well, when I was younger, I used to come down here with my dad a lot. He used to be able to drive down here back then, but one section of it, I don't know, what is it? About a mile section has been washed away by the sea over the years. So I think in 2013 they stopped people from driving down. They use a Unimog at the gate and they do tours down to the defences. And I believe it was £22 for 3 hours. That's what you said, wasn't it, Mike?
Yeah, something like that. £22, and you get a tour on the Unimog of all the not battlefields, but the gun emplacements and what do you call them, places of historical importance on the Spurn Point, which also correlate with the forts there, Bull Fort and Hill Fort. So yeah, just gonna have a look.
All right.
Hammers and grabs.
So yeah, £22 for a 3 hour tour. But we're not really bothered about the tour, we just want to go down and explore it ourselves. And the Unimog was actually broken down. It was working underneath it. Was the chap that drives it. He had toolkit out and he was underneath there trying to mend it.
For a minute, and I thought it was a minefield.
You're not back in Iraq now.
Try the Falkland Islands. Jesus, it's covered in them.
See, I think we're going to have to run to the beach here. Yeah, best watch that minefield. So here we are, we're starting to get some of the defences now. These look like the anti-tank blocks, which would have probably been across this road at some point. This would have been a lot wider when these were built during the Second World War, these. So this road would have been a lot wider and they would have gone across the road. There'd have been some sort of, I don't know, defensive post, pillbox or something like that, machine gun nest, ID checking. So they've all been pushed to the side there. This is the old road you used to be able to drive down. And they even had a railway system. Our idea was to launch the boat at Kilnsea at Fort Goodwin, the old battery there, and sail down to the tip of Spurn Point, then get off and explore the defences. But we had to walk instead. And Mike was asking earlier what these are. Can anyone else tell us what these are? There seems to be a few about. It looks like you can mount something on top. I was thinking, is it for a camera or I don't know, telescope? If anyone can let us know down in the comments. Beautiful, Mike. A lot of wind turbines off the coast now. So here we are, we're getting closer to the point now. You've got one of the roadblocks there, and to the left hand side, anti-tank ditch. You can see that there. So this would have been bottlenecked up here, and they've probably done a final ID check, make sure you're allowed down here. And you've also got the removable road spikes as well. So you've got 5 holes there where they would have put iron girders slotted in there. And yeah, so there's this one over here, part of another anti-tank ditch with something in the bottom there. So yeah, there should have been stopped vehicles from getting past, so we'll have a little walk around there. Looks like an old water tank or fuel tank, that. So I actually think this could be where the railway track ran, through these two here.
Right.
So you've got for cars and vehicles, that type, and then you've got your train line coming down here.
Yeah.
And then they would have had some sort of system here. There'd have been iron girders or something slotted through into these two grooves. So yeah, I do think this is for the railway track, this part. Obviously you can't see, it's not visible here now because it's all overgrown. But yeah, this would have been heavily defended during the First and Second World War. This was part of a larger network of defences, was Spurn Point. Well, this was actually the command centre, fighter control. No, not fighter control, they called it fire control. And this was the main centre where they coordinated all the other defences around the Humber mouth. So you've got Goodwin battery down at Kilnsea, you've got Spurn up here, you've got Bull Sand Fort, Hill Sand Fort, and this was the, like I said, this is where they would have controlled all the different defences from. So yeah, we're now approaching the lighthouse, and that's where the Port War signal station was. And yeah, the site was constructed in 1915, originally with 4 4.7-inch guns. And in 1916 they put a further 2 9.2-inch guns, which was sort of separate from the point, but it was on Spurn Point, and that was called Green Battery, sort of separate. But yeah, I would like to get the drone up, but Yorkshire Wildlife Trust said no bueno. They said no drones unless you pay. You have to pay for a flight plan and then you're allowed to fly, and you know me. Obviously I abide by the law and stuff like that, so I won't be flying the drone today. So yes, we're now down at the area where the Port War signal station was, and there's a nice little bit of information there. So you've got a map of the Humber defence boom and anchorages. So you've got Bull Sand, Hill Sand, and the boom went from the Fitties Beach near Cleethorpes 3/4 of the way across, and you had the main channel where the boats could still go through. You've got Bull defending that there, and then it carried on to Spurn Head. But yeah, there's a picture of the signal station. And there's another picture of it there. Now this picture here, that looks like Fort Goodwin with the observation post in the background. I don't know, I just don't think that is actually Spurn Point. Doesn't say where that picture is. I think that's just to demonstrate what it would have looked like. And I think they're maybe the 9.2-inch guns Like I said, it does look like Fort Goodwin down at Kilnsea. So yeah, Mike's just getting set up there. But yeah, here's the entrance to where the signal station was. As I said, he's just getting his gear all set up, changing his batteries and getting his torches and stuff like that, because he's one of the bunkers here, or one of the tunnel systems. So yeah, when I used to come as a kid, this one was always open. It was full of sand and rubbish and stuff like that, but you could get in that, but this was all still buried. I knew that there was a room down there, but it was all up to this height with earth and sand. Over the years it just covered up, but you could see these big air vents, these ventilation chambers here, so I knew there was something down there, but it was all covered over at that time. I don't know if they've got them locked up or not, because we didn't pay to come on the tour. But yeah, my torch is in my bag. Hopefully you can see okay. You've got one of the plinths there for the pot belly stove. This is probably like a little break room or something. Oh, there we go. The fire command room. So that's that. It's very small. And I am hoping you can see this because I don't have my torch on me, but I'll go grab it in a few minutes. Yeah, so cosy little room for fire command. I tell you what, it's a lovely walk down here. I picked a decent day for it. It's not too hot and it's not cold, but yeah. But yeah, this is one I used to come in as a kid. It is open. There's no lock on it, so what I'll do is I'll go grab a torch and then we'll head down there. From what I can remember, there was 2 rooms. So you go down, you go left, and there's a room on the right, and I think there's a room further down on the right hand side. But yeah, as I said, I'll go grab a torch and we'll head down there. I think there's some original graffiti too, so that'll be good to see. So yeah, the torches of choice today, as always, is the Nightcores. If you want a good quality torch, look into Nightcore. I mean, everyone goes for these Olights, but I'm not a big fan of them. Like you, Mike. No, I've got 3 or 4 of them, but I don't know.
Good torch.
Yeah.
So torch. The thing is, I lost mine, and I need to get it back.
Yeah, we're going to retrieve that at some point, aren't we?
Yeah.
It could have been today, but we couldn't get on the boat, so
yeah.
he's not getting his Olight back today, so he had to buy another one. No. You'd only had it a week. I think it's the first time you used it as well, wasn't it?
Not even about a week.
Yeah.
First time I use it and then I lose it. Didn't go down well with Kaylee, my other half.
You popped it down somewhere, didn't you? And
yeah,
need to retrieve it. See, as I was saying, I mean, Olight are good. I'm not going to go too much into the torches, but anyway, check out Nightcore. These are really good torches. I would definitely rely on these. Yeah, the Olight, I think they sort of tend to hide their specs a little bit in like a clever way. So they'll say it's 2000 lumens, and they sort of hide their runtime. It's designed to try and confuse you a little bit with their running times, and I don't like that they're hiding it. So this is good, and I am going to be using it today along with these 2 because this will go on my head. But check out Nightcore, and I'm not sponsored, by the way, just recommending a good torch to you. So yeah, that's the torches all mounted. Let's go back into that tunnel and have a look. Mike's just over there doing his little video. Do go check his channel out. Give him a comment and some love. You know, he's a good chap, is Mike. Very similar, and we love getting out and just, I don't know, having a chat, having a walk, exploring. You know, it doesn't matter. We We just we enjoy getting out and yeah, anyway. Oh, that was really noisy. Right. So I don't know if originally this would have gone to one of the pillboxes on the beach, because you could only come so far down and it was blocked, I think. There's still quite a lot of sand in here. So here you've got an emergency exit, and they've put a new ladder in because that wasn't there before. They've put a new ladder in to show what it would have been, I think. Yeah, you could probably use it. Maybe you can use it. I don't know. So yeah, your first room here. This looks like your power supply room. You can see where the cables came in. They're just there. Pretty substantial cabling. But I do believe there was some graffiti in one of these rooms. You've got something there. Just try and use that torch instead. I can't really make out what that is. Yeah, as you can see, the walls are whitewashed. That's original from the First World War. So that still survives. Here's some of the artifacts that they found, by the looks of it, which, thinking about it now, I don't think we're supposed to be in here. But we're not going to take anything, and if people aren't allowed in here, then maybe there should be a sign or a padlock on that gate. Oh. So yeah, you can see some of the old railway brackets holding it down. You've got a wooden ammo box just there. That's really nice to see. These are all the artifacts they found, Mike.
Oh, is it?
Well, I think so. You've got part of an aircraft there. Probably it was washed up on the beach. Or it could even be part of some sort of doodlebug or something.
That's a railway.
There's no information and we haven't come on the tour.
Got a jerry can there for the jeeps.
Oh yeah.
In the corner.
So yeah, this is some of the original stuff. You've even got weighing scales.
Oops.
I mean, that could have just washed up on the beach. That might not be military, but parachutes. There was a full roll of barbed wire at one point.
It's hard to tell what aircraft would have come from.
No, you've got no chance unless you find the serial number and trace it.
Yeah.
You've got the picket posts there, designed during the First World War for trench warfare. They could be screwed silently into no man's land and around your trench systems without the enemy hearing you. So yeah, there's no information on what these rooms were. But yeah, as most of you will know, you'll see those green lampshades, enamel lampshades around all military sites, and Bakelite switches. The tennis ball there or something, so someone put that down here. Don't know what this is. Is that a shell casing? No, I don't think that's a shell case. I think that's an old paint tub or something. It's not heavy enough to be a shell case. But yeah, some pottery there. But yeah, the best one I like is the ammo box. You can see where it's been cut open on top. I wonder if it was full of ammo when they found it and they've had to prise it open. But earlier on I said the military left in 1956. It was actually 1959 when they completely left the site and it was turned into a nature reserve. And I can't see any original graffiti. But yeah, let's carry on going further down. It's nice and cool down here. You've got some graffiti. You can see a soldier there. Looks like a woman, female. Whether this is all World War I, World War II, I do not know. Because that says 2010 there. I joined the army in a dream. Oh, what I must have been. What made me think it was like heaven for the Leica to join. For Leica, I joined for 7. I don't know. I'm not going to read that out. That's one of the swear words I don't like. A lot of people don't like that swear word actually. There's no coming back from that one when you say that to someone. As someone recently said on my friend's live stream, that's beast mode when you say that word. See, I think there could be soldiers' names there. Private Scott, Private Parton, Private Noble, and Private Watson. HCO, I don't know what that is. Commanding officer. Yeah, I don't know when all this graffiti's from. It could be from different times. Some of it more modern. Obviously, there was 2010 there. And there, the tunnel continues, but it has been blocked up now. But yeah, that's just completely full of sand in there. I think that did go to one of the pillboxes on the beachfront, and that's how all this sand's got in here over the years. It's been washed up. But yeah, I do hope you're enjoying this video. Don't forget to leave me a comment. Subscribe to my channel if you'd like to see more like this. There's still a lot more to see on Spurn Point, so I'll cut it off here, and it's not like a massive long-winded video for you, so you don't get bored. So yeah, I'm just on top of the tunnel now. The tunnel's on here somewhere. We've got a lot of rain coming in. The wind's blowing directly towards us, and as you can see, it's starting to rain now. But yeah, so that tunnel, like I said, it goes out to some sort of machine gun pillbox, maybe. We'll have a quick look down there. Mike's gone back in there to take some pictures, so I'll come do this while he's doing that. So yeah, it could have been a pillbox or a beach defence light for lighting up the beach area if any landing craft or anything had attacked or assaulted the beach. Got an aircraft coming in there. Just imagine that 80 years ago. All the searchlights would have gone on, anti-aircraft fire. This would have been hustling and bustling with activity. So yeah, that could be a loophole there, defending straight down the beach line here, down the beachhead. Because there's nothing at the front of it unless it's buried in the sand. But it's a good point to have something. It's just this top part. It's bigger than what you would have for a pillbox. I mean, you can go in there by the looks of it, but that's all. The roof's collapsed. This could be a light for lighting up down the side of the beach. So yeah, I don't know if there's any point in trying to go in there unless it goes down deeper under this sand here and then in. Let's have a quick look. It'd be rude not to. We've come this far. Alright, yeah, so the tunnel, it does go down, it's full of sand. And as you can see out of that window over there, you'd have had a nice view to light up the enemy, the German army attacking. But yeah, I'm going to head back up there now because all my gear's on that table. So here we are, right next to the lighthouse. It's closed today, but they do have open days where you can go in there and up to the top. Or, well, maybe not the top, but I know you can go in there. And but yeah, there's this little shelter here next to it. Some sort of store or possible air raid shelter. You can see it's got a blast wall. This was built in the World War II era. World War II period, sorry. But yeah, it's some sort of little store or air raid shelter possibly. But yeah, it's raining quite heavily now. but I think it is only a shower. You can sort of smell it in the air. And Mike's waiting to get sat down and get a brew on, I think, but we just need somewhere a bit drier, I think, so we can have a sit down. But yeah, if you see any aerial views today, or if you've seen any aerial views on this video already, it's because they've opened that lighthouse and I've gone up to the top and I've put my GoPro on a kite. So if any footage looks like drone footage, obviously you're not allowed to fly drones on here, so that'll be why I put my GoPro on a kite and showing you the beautiful views of Spurn Head. Yeah, so for the kite and GoPro to work, I obviously need to stop raining really, then we can get some decent footage. But yeah, moving on down the point, you've got, this is where you used to be able to park. You just come down here in early 2000, you could drive all the way down here, this is where you could park up. So yeah, we've got another roadblock area here. This whole site, all this access road down would have been bristling with defences and machine gun nests and stuff like that, to make sure there's no unauthorised personnel coming down. But and then in this seawall over here, you've got a defensive pillbox built into the wall, which we'll go to in a second. I'll go around the other side of that wall and show you that. Spurn Fort. Spurn Fort, or Green Battery, was built to defend the entrance of the Humber. That's probably just a picture from somewhere else, maybe. I don't know. I mean, the picture I showed you earlier on that notice board with the observation tower in the background could have been at the tip of Spurn Point where the 6-pounder guns were. I think they were the 6-pounders. But yeah, you can see there you've got your slot out for your iron girders to go through across the road, and it's slot in that section there. You've got no markings in the roadway where they would have put spikes. But there's so much different defence and stuff like that all in these sand dunes. We're not going to go through them all today, it'll be a massive video. But it's just to give you an idea of what it would have looked like. So we're getting closer to the gun emplacements, and I don't know if you can see at the top there, there's a deer just up there somewhere. It's just moved. There's a deer up there. We spotted it near the back near the lighthouse, and it's run all the way down here so far. And there's another bit of concrete at the top there. Ah yeah, that's what we need to go to. A pillbox that's built into the sea wall. But you can see the railway tracks there. They're visible once again. You taking selfies?
No, the sea thing there. The lighthouse is only one for him. It's not one. I bet that stinks of piss and all.
Probably.
Shite. Bricks and half the walls come down and all sorts.
Yeah. Oh, so this was a slipway at one point. So they probably would have had the most torpedo boats, patrol boats that were going up and down the estuary during the war. We'll probably come over here at some point. This is probably what that's for. So I don't know if Spurn had their own patrol boat or not. But I think they were based over the estuary in Grimsby. Or no, Immingham. They were based there at Immingham. As you can see in there, you've got your loopholes. So yeah, if you've not been down Spurn Point before, get yourself down here. Maybe pay the £22 and you come down on the Unimog and you get the 3-hour tour. And you can learn all about the history of Spurn Point. I mean, these are a good book. If you're that interested, these are a good book called People Along the Sand, it's called, by Janet Crawford or something like that. I'll put a photograph up in the video now for you, and there's a hell of a lot of history in that book. It's a really good, worthwhile reading book. Aerial photographs of the gun emplacements from the First World War. I think there's some pictures of the Goodwin battery up at Kilnsea. But yeah, maybe go to your local library and rent it out. Yeah, so we've just been sat down there on the roof of that other building. There was no entrance into it, but there's a little well, there's a little chimney hole on top. I think we looked through there, it was just full of sand. But we just noticed this one. This is like it looks like observation to me.
There again, it could even be observation and gun post.
Yeah, so this could be from when the ROC, the Royal Observer Corps, was here. And they were here during the Second World War and probably the Cold War, but that could be a gun emplacement, or like you've seen with Royal Observer Corps before, the posts that they had. I'm trying to find a step to jump across here.
It's dicey, isn't it?
Yeah, that's what it's a bit slippy.
I personally think that this would have been a gun emplacement because it covers all arcs.
Yeah.
This could be an observation, that could have been gunnery. I don't know. Just
But this could have had a roof on it. This Mike nearly went.
That's twice I've fallen over.
You'd have broken your back as you'd gone down on breeze block. But this could have been like a little room where they, like the little crew shelter, and then that could have been the observation.
Ammo storage, if it was a gun emplacement.
Yeah, well that's what I mean, it's hard to tell what it actually was.
Yeah.
But you can see that's in a circle formation there, so observation or a gun emplacement.
Yeah, definitely.
But you've got a good field of view up here on the top. There's Mike's ugly mug. That is beautiful, really.
It is, it's a stunning day.
But
Despite the clouds, it's still very picturesque.
But yeah, so the kite, I managed to get the kite up for a little bit. So yeah, we've only got about 2.5 hours left before high tide now, so we've still got a lot more to see, but I think we're gonna have to miss some of it out and just go straight to the main gun emplacement at the point. But it's turned into a lovely day.
20 to 3.
So as I was saying earlier, there's stuff just all over in these dunes. It's quite hard to spot, but here you've got something. Looks like this is partially collapsed.
Yeah.
See what's in there. See, you've got another bunker or something under there. World War II by the looks of it. Possibly World War I actually. Or maybe altered during World War II, that's why it looks a bit like World War II concrete. But yeah, so let's get a move on.
A move on.
It's just so overgrown in here. There's all sorts. Lumps and bumps of concrete. The good thing is though, because Mike's bald, I can never lose him because there's a reflection off his head. Something over there. But we're gonna have to, like I said, we're gonna have to skip a lot of this today. You don't know where he's going. So we've now arrived at one of the emplacements. I think it is anyway. This is the steps leading up to it. And I think this is for one of the 9.2 inch. But I did think that they had bigger guns than this here. But I may be wrong. But this was a huge gun.
Massive gun emplacement. So this is circular.
Got a good view up here. And I'm sure I did read it could fire 20 odd miles, but I thought that was like a 12 point something inch gun. So there will be an entrance somewhere into the magazine store. The advantage of this gun position is that not only could it fire out to sea, where the enemy would be coming from, it could also turn around and fire into Hull.
Yeah.
So if Hull got invaded, or whatever, they could spin the gun round and also fire into Hull.
Yeah.
On the enemy forces. And obviously they would be, the forces here would be isolated. I mean, the only way of getting here is by boat or coming down the access road that we walked down today.
Yeah. Which would have been highly accessible at that point.
Well, it'd have been a nightmare for any invading force to come down that road and try and take these gun positions out.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll show you on the way out. There's what do you call them?
Tank box
Yeah, tank blocks.
and a tank ditch.
Yeah, so that the tanks couldn't get down it.
Oh, there would have been plenty of defences to stop people from coming down.
Yeah. What's this? Pricky in my bloody foot. How I don't know.
You what?
Something pricky in my foot.
You don't like stuff like that. It's pricky.
You suck goats for.
Come on. Come on, we need to get you home soon. You need your meds. So yeah, moving on.
Moving on.
So just coming down from that gun emplacement. This is where the entrance to the magazine will be, or should be. Those steel doors there, I think that would be an ammunition lift. The shells to come up out of the magazine. And the entrance was probably down there. So it does look like there was railings there. So I think this is being capped at some point. It could have been during the Second World War when they upgraded the defences here. They might not have needed it, so they've altered it or sealed it up. But I'm sure this is where the entrance to the magazine would be. And as I said, that's where the ammunition lift would be. I'll try and open that door, but it's probably seized. See if we can see any remains of the lift. No, that's not moving. But yeah, I don't know if the camera's going to be able to pick it up. But if you look in there, you can see the rail system on the left. That's part of the mechanism. But yeah, that does go down underground. So yeah, unfortunately we can't see in there, and the entrance is blocked up. But yeah, the guns are just up there. Ah, so there we go, it says 9.2-inch guns. So where I got the 12 point somethings from, I do not know. But I'll have to look at that later. So yeah, 9.2-inch guns. And I'm sure they could fire 20 odd miles. But I did read that a long time ago. Yeah. Yeah, so what I was saying was, Mike, I think this is where the entranceway was to the magazine.
Yeah.
I think this is where the steps started here. Because you can see where they cut the metal off. I think that was a railing, like a rail.
Yeah.
To stop people from falling from this side. And that's the lift for hoisting the shells up.
Yeah.
No, in that doorway there.
Yeah. So you think it would have gone down? Down there?
Yeah, that definitely goes down. So what, the crew would go down here to go, we need 5 shells, whatever, and then they load them on the lift, the hoist, and then would have been hoisted up from the magazine store.
Alright.
And then they could have had a trolley system that maybe pulled it around there, because there's a bit of a ramp, so I reckon there was a trolley that was there. They would have rolled the shells off onto the trolley, taken it around there, and then up to the guns.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is definitely the entranceway. But it's sealed up, so I wonder there's probably still stuff left to be found inside there, which Yorkshire Wildlife Trust might eventually open that up. So yeah, this is another one of those emplacements somewhere along here. But I think we're going to go straight to the 6-inch guns now, because I know that they've cleared one of the gun pits out. So it'd be good to go see the mount and stuff like that. And we're lacking time. This is probably going to be a long video, so for those of you that are still watching, thank you for supporting me. And yeah, leave me a comment and let me know what you think. Hit the like button. There's another one of the emplacements. This one's dug out there and it's got a couple of sheds in there. Might as well show you this while I'm here. It's easy to get to. But yeah, we'll go up. But as you can see, these emplacements were huge. So here we go, it's got some sort of garage or shed or something built into it. Ah, you can actually see inside. There you go, part of an old Land Rover. But you can just get a scale of how big this gun was. You've got a big ammunition locker over there to the right hand side of that tyre. What the hell's that tyre off?
Which one?
That tyre there. That big one.
Oh, I don't know. It could be a tractor.
Looks like an aircraft tyre, but it's too big. But yeah, it could be a tractor and it's just all rounded off over the years. But yeah, you can see the loops. I can't remember what they're called now. I'm in an awkward angle and Mike's behind me filming and my bum crack's probably out.
GoPro 10 off.
GoPro problems.
I've got something stuck in it. Thick wasp.
You got a snake in your boot.
Whatever.
Have you not heard it of Toy Story? No. I think it's Woody when you pull his cord.
You got a snake in your boot?
I'm sure that's what it says.
There's a snake in my boot.
So I definitely thought, why not take the opportunity? Because that's smashed open up there. So I've jumped down into the gun pit, the emplacement. What the hell is that tyre off? I wonder if that is off an aircraft and it's washed up. But is it not a bit too big for an aircraft tyre? I really don't know. It's all smoothed edges like it would be an aircraft. I can't see any markings on it. Oh. Yeah, I reckon that is an aircraft tyre. Transit case there, that's military. I think this is Yorkshire Wildlife Trust area. These are all the finds that they found. They're probably restoring. Maybe I shouldn't be in here, but it's open, and why not just show you why I'm here anyway. So these are all the other things I've found. Don't know what they all are. Something to do with the power supply out of one of the bunkers probably. But yeah, these are the ammunition lockers inside the emplacement. Quite big, aren't they? And then the lift system will be outside somewhere, which is obviously probably blocked up like the other one I showed you. Yeah, no Land Rover, no series. There's all finds there. This must be Yorkshire Wildlife Trust building. I reckon that is an aircraft tyre because it's all. They've got all the finds on that sheet in there.
What do you mean finds?
Other stuff they've dug up.
Oh, finds.
Jump down and film it for your video. I don't know what this lock would have been for. I don't know. Telephone maybe. They can ring and find out coordinates they need to fire at. Yeah, so you've got them enamel green lampshades, light shades. You've got another light fit in there, the blast proof type. Can't see any bullet casings or anything, or shell casings. Yeah, very interesting. Anyway, I'm going to climb back out and I'll see you all again shortly. So yeah, we just come out of that emplacement. It's just pretty much just there. They've got your First World War accommodation there. Well, probably using the Second World War, but that was built World War One. And this is where there's one of those magazines that's dug out. That's what I was trying to tell you on the other one. So here we are. This is the emplacement I've just come out of. This is the magazine for it. So I was correcting what I was saying on the other one. And this is your ammunition lift, and the doors are off it. It looks like they're starting to clear it up. Oh, that's quite deep. Where's the torch? Yeah, it's full of water down there. I wonder if those finds that I've just found in the actual emplacement are what they found inside there. But yeah, so it looks like they're spending some more money and doing this up, which is good. I don't have any wellies, so I'm not going down there. but I would like to see in there. So I'll have to come back at a later date when they've fully excavated this and pumped the water out. Oh wow, you can see the original drain down there with the original cover over the top. I've never seen that before. So it just goes to show how much concrete and stuff goes into these emplacements. Now if you want to see a magazine, what a magazine would look like, you can go to Kilnsea at Fort Goodwin. There's one sat laid on the beach where it's come out of the cliff face, and you can see the size of them. I don't know what room this would be for. This could be just a little room where they come and wait, the gun crews wait until they get called into action, or well, it could be used for multiple purposes. It could be the oil and lubricant store for the guns. So yeah, I keep doing these short little snippets of videos, but I'm trying to make it as short as I can. So we have some more concrete. This is right next to VTS Humber. It's like an air traffic control tower but for ships. So you've got some sort of structure there. It's like similar to what I showed you earlier, probably about 6 or 7 minutes ago when we was coming down them sand dunes. That's what I showed you. Another bunker here. Now this one I didn't know about. I didn't know about this one. I know there's one just over there that's not been dug up yet, and that's hard to find, but this one I definitely didn't know about. Yeah, so
let's have a look.
We'll have a quick look at this one. Alright, so this goes straight through. So this would be used then for running between defences, or running from the accommodation area to the guns, or to the defences if they're under attack. So yeah, I did know about this side of it, but I didn't know that side. If I come out here and the concrete's damaged on the roof area, then I do know about this one. Ah yeah. So as you can see, it's damaged there. I remember coming in this one as a kid. So yeah, this would have been used for running between the defences. The line would have gone, man the defences, they would have run from the accommodation area straight through, like a cut through for them. And well, actually, this looks like a gun emplacement actually, but there's the sand dunes in front of it, so it could have been a searchlight. Yeah, this could have been a searchlight because there's them sand dunes in the way. So there's no gun going over that. You've got no line of fire. True. But yeah, I know there's a pillbox down there, but you can only get into it through the slit at the front. That's in the sand dune down there. Yeah, so very interesting. Looks like Yorkshire Wildlife Trust are doing some good work and digging all these out for people to come and have a look. And it's good that they've not got them locked up, because you do have to pay to go on the tour, and I would have thought normally they would have locked them up and said, nah, you can't look unless you pay. So that's nice of them. So we're coming up to the 6-inch gun emplacements. You've got accommodation areas there. They were built in the Second World War, being Nissen huts with a protective blast wall around them, which is the brick that you can see. There's an air raid shelter here. It's been capped, but when I was a kid you could climb down there and have a look through. So yeah, the 6-inch gun emplacements are there. And I think past these, you might have seen on the kite footage, there's 3 emplacements. I think they were searchlights. What's this? Ah, here we go. Another little structure.
Is that from that hatch that was top?
It could have been. This looks like a magazine. Very low ceilings. Yeah. In here, I can't even stand up. Yeah, I think this is a magazine. You've got ventilation, keep the shelves nice and well, to keep them aired out. The floor's made of something different that I've not seen before.
It's almost like a rubber.
Yeah, it is. It's like a rubber, but it looks like it's a tiles, or it's just the way that it's gone down.
Yeah, to prevent sparks.
Yeah, so yeah, I would say this is a magazine. Yeah, definitely. You can see where they've had the shelving for the different shells.
Yeah.
Or cordite, whatever. But yeah, very low ceilings.
Here, well, for me.
Oh, can you stand up, can you?
Yeah.
It says there, no smoking.
I didn't bend
So
up.
that's original, and I didn't see that when I was walking in.
Oh, yeah, no smoking sign. Original.
That's why when you visit these places, you don't want to be rushing.
Yeah.
Because you miss a lot of small details and stuff.
Yeah.
But we don't have much choice today. Because how long have we got left?
5:20, it's high tide, it's now 3:15.
Right, so we've got 2 hours.
Well, we need to get back before the high tide.
Ah, so there was a gun emplacement there. You can see the steps going up, and that's why the magazine's hidden in there.
Gun emplacement here, yeah.
So, yep, 6-inch gun. Let Mike go down there and have a look at that one. I'll come up here. So yeah, you can't see too much of it now. It's actually here somewhere. This is the front of it. As you can see, the wall, substantial bits of concrete. Yeah, if any of you guys that are watching it, if you come down here, bring a picnic, bring plenty of drink, and come down here for the day. It's lovely in the summer. So here you've got another magazine, and you can see where the no smoking sign was painted on in red. Look at that spider. So another one with very low ceilings, similar format to the other one we've just been in. It's still got part of the walls in here, and some of the steel supports have got some of that pipe insulation around just to protect them. So it's good that they're trying to preserve stuff. But yeah, the floor, it's a bit funny. No, just the material I've used. I've not seen it in a magazine before. Like that.
I remember at Kyneton, which was an ammo storage place in the British Army. There was lots of ammo storage places there. I remember that the flooring was partly rubber in places,
Yeah.
and you also had to wear ammo boots.
Yeah.
So you would have a rubber, like a rubber thing over your boot, the toe cap of your boot, just to prevent any sparks. So I imagine that they would have pretty much done the same sort of thing here, to be quite honest with you.
Yeah, I've just never seen it before.
Yeah.
And I suppose it's probably divided into areas. One might be the shells and one might be the charge. Maybe that's why it's divided up, I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, when I used to come down here when I was a kid, this was all overgrown. This was a nightmare to get to. But they're doing an amazing job. But we'll go upstairs first and we'll have a look into the gun pit. See, I was saying, if you're going to come down here, bring a picnic. Nice bench there, where you can sit down and relax. A view over to the sand forts. You can see Bull just there in the distance, and you've got Hill over there. If you can't see it, I'll put a little arrow up for you now. and then that's Bull, DS, ship going in. But here we go, another big emplacement. And they've even cut all the trees down in front of it so you can get a nice view. All the ammunition lockers. And this gun emplacement was for 2. One here and one over there. But we'll go down now. No, we won't, we'll walk along here. So here you've got your quick fire 6-pounders. And there's a sketch of what it would have looked like. 2 observation posts behind each gun emplacement, well, 1 behind each gun. And they would do the spotting and then relay that to the gun crews. And then they would fire. Yeah, it's a really good day out. There's more stuff over there. I think you've got searchlights, but I think we're going to have to give that a miss and call it a day after this. And you've got more stuff over there. I think you've got more gun emplacements on that side and pillboxes and stuff like that in the seawall. But this one's overgrown, but it'll just be identical to the one I've just shown you. But we'll go downstairs and we'll see what's down there. So here we are, going underneath now to that platform where I just stood. Tall ceiling roof. You can see some of the original paint there. It's like a blue colour. Yeah, we'll go out there. They've painted like a bluey green. Must have been part of the camouflage. Ah, right. So here we are, we're part of a track system. Now this would have been to bring the shells around probably. So yeah, from the ammunition magazine, the magazines, there'll have been a railway track system. So they could bring the shells around a lot easier. This wall's obviously been put up since, or after the war should I say, it's been done recently, this walling. This looks like a toilet area. Or maybe a power supply room. Looks more like toilets. It's just, I don't know. You can see where there was some sort of circuit board up there, but it could have been multi-use. Or it could just be the substation for the battery.
Toilets.
Because I don't know if these guns were converted to electric at some point or not.
Possibly.
Like at Butt Farm, I'm sure he said that they'd been converted. But they were smaller guns, they were the 3.7s, these are 6. Got your ammunition lockers around the side of the emplacement. But yeah, you can see some of the paint there. And now that will be original. It's like a greeny blue colour. How amazing would it be to see what this originally looked like with the guns and the camouflage netting and stuff over it. That was probably a temporary store. So they bring the ammunition from the magazine, they bring it to there, and then somehow they would get passed out into the lockers, into the guns. So it probably would have come in 3 stages. So magazine to there, into the guns or into the ammunition lockers. Another room here. This looks like another piece of equipment. At one point, you've got part of the blast shuttering on the windows. But yeah, there's graffiti in here. So now I'm possibly thinking, is that graffiti or is that original? But you can see a line. I don't think a graffiti person's come and done that, so this is probably original. Like a blue, it's like bluey green and blue. So I wonder what it, even the ceiling's blue. Yeah.
ever seen any pictures of this, Nick, when it was operational back in the day?
No, I was just saying it'd be good to see what it would look like, all camouflaged up and the guns in place and stuff like that.
Yeah, because this turret here looks like the gun would have been facing this direction.
No, it's facing that way. You see this track system?
Yeah.
The gun would have been facing that way and it could go like that.
Right.
And I think it was converted to electric because you've got the cable in here.
You'd have hydraulics as well, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, very impressive. So yeah, the gun would have been facing that way. I just thought.
What would it be facing over that way for?
I don't know, in case the enemy got back towards Hull.
You know what Mike's like by now.
I have my brain fart moments, alright?
So yeah, it's facing that way to the mouth of the Humber. You can't really see it from down here, but I did give you a look from the top. But yeah, pretty big substantial guns that would have been here. Don't think I quite realised how big the 6-inch guns were. Got your drainage down there.
It's very, very impressive. Look at all this.
I wonder if this was the control room. This looks more like a control room in here. So this is where the orders would have come in. Yeah, it probably makes sense, to be honest. It's between the two emplacements. And it'll be divided into two. You've got your left gun, right gun. They've had the maps on the wall. And this is where the orders would have come from. Well, it would have come from the battery observation post, which was behind each gun. Would have been relayed down into here, plotted onto a map on the board, on the wall, and then let rip. The guns would have fired, and hopefully taken out the enemy targets. Yeah, original paint. Well, we're going to call it a day. The tide's coming in fast. We've got an hour and 10 minutes to get back. I'll show you how far we've got to walk actually. So we've got to go to here somewhere. Over there.
It's a race against the tide.
Definitely. So thank you for watching, and there's still a lot more on here that people can come and explore. So if you're up this way and you get a chance and you've got, I don't know, a spare day or afternoon, get yourselves down and come and have a look. I mean, me and Mike might come back at some point and film the rest of it. But yeah, thank you for watching, and we will see you all again next time.
I was cockling over on my ankle, the right ankle.
Yeah.
To the point where you think it's going to fucking break next time. And I did it in Scarborough. Do you know where that pier is where the lighthouse is? And then there's like a gate to the marina.
Yeah.
We was walking towards there, and I literally cockled my ankle. I thought I'd broken it. I was like, fuck.
You're like an old woman.
It was just so weak at the ankle for some reason, I don't know why. But yeah, now fucking there.
Anything else?
It's alright now. You recording?
Yeah.
Bastard.
What else was you saying? It's never ended.
Never ended. This road, look at it. Have a look. Blowing up my ass.
We've got like, I don't know how long we've got left. What time is it?
Probably 3 miles still.
No, I mean, how long before high tide?
Till about an hour, less than an hour. And it'll be at its highest point. I mean, look how high.
We might be trapped on here. Oh god. We've still got to go right over there.
Just breathe it in and embrace it. That's what I say.
Oh dear. Come on, let's carry on. You're like an old woman. But I don't understand why we keep passing people walking down. There's some more people coming down towards us now.
Fuck.
I can see them in distance. Yeah, well, you know what happened? Do you know that last couple that just went past?
Yeah.
Chinese, weren't they?
Yeah.
Look what happened at Morecambe that time.